Good day, everyone. Here's our recorded presentation report entitled Philippine Cartoon Political Caricatures of the American Era. And my name is Edmond Mantal, together with my member Oralio, Isla, Distor, Sapigaw, and Peralta. So, we're excited to discuss and share our report without further ado. So, listen carefully and let's get started with Oralio.
Background of the authors. During the American era, political cartoons gained popularity as a form of expression. Many artists made use of cartoons as political commentaries to expose the ills of the American colonial government. Alfredo McCoy provided an analysis of the pressing problems and issues of American colonialism manifested in political cartoons. Together with Alfredo Roses, an artist, they compiled many political cartoons by Filipino artists depicting the Philippines during American rule. Other examples of political cartoons related to colonial governments, focusing on the American Revolution and the American period in the Philippines are Society of Patriotic Ladies at Edenton in North Carolina, Bunkers Hill or America's Headdress, and so on.
Fred McCoy, he was born on June 8, 1945 in Massachusetts, USA. He earned his fifth degree in European College of Columbia in 1968. He finished his MA studies at the University of California in Berkeley in 1969 and his PhD in Southeast Asian Studies at Yale University in 1977. McCoy's research interests leading with the study Philippine political caricatures of a race to understand the country's social political during the American colonial period. Recognizing the historical significance of these illustrations, we collaborated with Alfredo Rosset to see and author Filipino cartoons, political caricatures of the American era. Although he did not create caricatures himself, his fascination with them motivated him to compile and analyze these artworks from various sources, resolving them in a single solution. His work contributes to a deeper understanding of Philippine history through visual media. Alfredo Reyes Rosas. Alfredo Reyes Rosas born April 29, 1952, was a renowned Filipino painter, essayist, and political artist, a prominent figure in Filipino art. His early work were figurative, but they were into incorporated elements of expressionism, symbolism, and expressionism. Expressionism allowing to convey emotional truth both current and segmented form, while Impressionism known for its vibrant and unnatural use of color. Influence his work with striking and dynamic with impressionism which captures the effect of light and movement, and playing a role in keeping the art through his style. Rockets develop a distinctive artistic voice that made him a figure in Filipino art too, and also to several newspapers in Manila like the Independent and Philippine, Universe and Life. Also, a leading political and civil, include political parties in their editorials.
The Philippine Free Press has been revived after Marcos was ousted. The magazine was known for featuring the outstanding legislators every year. Following several good-luck runs, held the title for 4 consecutive years, which is the most in the magazine. Award-winning history, it published its final issue in 2011.
Lipag Kalabaw was launched in the same year as the Philippine Free Press and was published in Tagalog and in Spanish. Its features is the satirical cartoons and maintained anonymity by omitting a masthead and using pen names for artists and writers, allowing them creative freedom in their expression. Lipag Kalabaw tackled the relevant issues of politics. The characteristic was its commitment to anonymity. There was official masthead and its contributor used pen names instead of real identities. This approach allowed writers and artists the freedom to express their views without fear of repercussion. By using satire and caricature, Lipag Kalabaw played a crucial role in shaping public opinion and encouraging discourse on national issues during the American colonial period.
The Independent. The Independent was founded in 1915 by Vicente Soto, a strong advocate for immediate independence. Published weekly in English and Spanish, it served as a platform for political discussions. It also marked the beginning of Fernando Amorsolo's career as a prominent political cartoonist. The Independent was aimed as a commentary to the workings of Manila police at that period. Bagong Kusog. Bagong Kusog, meaning New Force, was a newspaper that highlighted Cebu's pre-war conditions. It compared Spanish and American colonial rule, criticizing the erosion of traditional customs due to American influence. The paper is also strongly opposed co-education, arguing that it threatened women's virtue. Bagong Kusog o ang ibig sabihin ay New Force, it was a periodical in the Cebuano language that was in circulation before World War II. Established in 1915 in Cebu, Philippines, with its bilingual predecessor, Nueva Fuerza, it was published every Friday until it ceased operations at the outbreak of the war in 1941. Historical background of the political cartoons. Under Spanish rule, strict censorship limited political expression. Banning non-religious publications, American colonial rule gradually eased press restriction, allowing independent newspapers. In 1901, censorship was lifted, and Rafael Palma launched El Renacimiento, advocating press freedom. Suppressed by libel laws, it was shut down. But La Vanguardia later emerged, becoming a major Manila newspaper until World War II. So basically, ang sinasabi dito nung Spanish era daw, sobrang higpit ng censorship. Bawal ang kahit anong form ng media na kontra sa gobyerno. Nung dumating naman ang mga Amerikano, mas naging malaya ang media. Pero totoo bang free press ito? Hindi rin, kasi kapag may matinding critic na lumalabas, ginagamit nila ang libel at sedition laws para patahimikin ang media. Isang example nito ang El Renacimiento na pinasara matapos kasuhan siya ng libel. Pero hindi dito natapos ang laban. Na-establish ang La Vanguardia na nagpatuloy sa independent journalism. Pinapatunayan niya na kahit may attempts to suppress the press, patuloy pa rin ang paglaban sa katotohanan.
So that's all of our report and we hope may natutunan kayo. Thank you.